Hi, this is Kathy at inkingpaperwithkat.com. Today's project is really all about the stamping. We are making this thin little milk crate, milk carton, excuse me, that holds 3 little boxes of nerds. But it really is about the stamping. Whenever I buy a stack of DSP, there is inevitably at least one sheet of paper that I'm not crazy about and I end up not using, and it just goes into the stash. And so I made a goal that I'm going to figure out a way to use these papers so that I love it. So for this particular one, it's from the Affectionately Yours, and we have this side, which is this one. And we have this side, and it just doesn't speak to me, I guess. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp on this and create our own DSP. So for today's project, we are going to use Night of Navy, Dapper Denim, which is one of the new in colors. And for some accents, we will use Calypso Coral. This one used Peekaboo Peach, Calypso Coral, and Emerald Envy. The stamps that we are going to use is the Perfectly Wrapped, and we are using the flower images. This open flower, the solid flower, and the very small solid flower. So let's just start stamping. Make sure we've got this in camera. And I am going to start with Night of Navy. Make sure you're inked up really well. And just stamp across your paper however you want. I would tell you random, but I don't particularly do random as much as I find a pattern, usually a diagonal, that I like. Alright, let's take our solid flower and we're going to use the Dapper Denim. And we will add those flowers. Now, if you're new to stamping, don't be afraid to go off the edge of the paper. Let's do one more right there. And then just to have some little accent color, we are using Calypso Coral with this tiny little solid flower. And you can add as many or few flowers as you want. It is all up to you. If you were making a box, let's say, that was going to have a lot of areas cut out, you could do your scoring first and then not stamp those. This has very little cut out of it, so that's why we stamped first. Okay, let's put our ink away. Put all of our stamps over here. And let's get out our scoreboard. Alright, this is a 6x6 sheet of paper. So it doesn't matter which side you put it on first. We are going to score this side at 1 3/4, 2 3/4, 4 1/2, 5 1/2. Turn it, and we are going to score at 1, 5, 5 1/2. Alright, where there are the two narrow score lines, that's the top of your box. The bottom, there's a small rectangle. Let's take that out. Cut up each of these score lines on the bottom. Take a small wedge in the little squares each side. And let's fold and burnish. I like the way that paper turned out. I think I like these colors better than the other ones. Okay, and this last score line folds back on itself. Alright, we're just going to use snail to put our box together. You could certainly use tearing tape or fast fuse, but this is paper to paper, so snail is fine. On the tab in the front of your box, we are going to put snail and close our box up. Pinch. And there's your box. Alright, let's make our greeting. We are using the same stamp set, and we are using the For You from that. We're going to stamp on a scrap of Whisper White, and we are using Night of Navy for our stamping. Now on this box I use the oval punches. They have been retired by Stampin' Up, so we are going to try using the circle punches on this one that are still available. So this is the 1 1/4 inch circle. And then we are going to cut a circle from a piece of Night of Navy at 1 1/2. And we're going to layer those with dimensionals. So a dimensional on the back. And layer this in. Dimensional on the back of that to attach it. And then we're going to take that same piece of Night of Navy, and using the Tree Builder punch, we are going to punch these little flowers. We're going to punch 5 of them. So if you just kind of lay your paper in there carefully, and kind of do it without wasting a ton of paper. Okay. We're going to take our little flowers and we are going to add, which I forgot to get out, some little, I think we'll use rhinestones on this one, right in the middle. Alright, and let's attach a couple to our greeting with mini glue dots. And then this goes on our bag. And for the closure on top, we are going to use a small clothespin, which have also been retired, but we're going to use them anyway. You could use one of the new bulldog clips that are in the new catalog. They're really cute and would work really well. All right, and there's our little bag. I hope you rethink that paper that you don't love and look at it and try to figure out what can I do with it to make it something that I would love using. See you later.